Hello guys, this is Gopi back with another video in the C# series. In this video, we are going to discuss about a registry editor. Those who are coming from Windows background, everyone knows that Windows have a registry where we can store some kind of data that is user specific, hardware specific or something like that. Okay, that's a kind of a key value pair store where you can able to store some detail that can be used for some user specific things. You can go to run, type a regedit, you will be able to come to this window. If you look at this window, this is how everyone should have your class root, current user, local machine, user, current config. All these are common registry keys. Each one have its own specification. Let's say example, I have this h key class as root. This is nothing but a registry key that going to handle your hardware related or else the application related settings. Let's say example, if you double click any file type and it get automatically opened, we need to store that somewhere else, right? That could be stored here. And this is nothing but your current user specific setting. Whoever the user logged in, if you wanted to have a specific setting for that user, that get stored it here. And this is for the local machine, the hardware related settings. What is the security, what is the hardware settings, everything will get stored here. This key helps you to have a setting for all the user profile. Let's say example, if your computer have more than one users or even any user, any number of user, every settings will get associated under this key for all the user profile. And this is for your current configuration. This is all about your hardware settings and this is mostly non-editable. And keep in mind, you can edit some of this key, but that is a highly recommend to not edit any of this manually, because that could cause any problem like your hardware might not work properly or the software couldn't even boot. Some kind of issue could happen if you mess with some settings. Okay, now we are going to write something into this registry using C# programming language, and that is what we are going to do now. And keep in mind, so whenever you wanted to work with registry, you just have to import a namespace, which is nothing but using system dot, it should come from microsoft.win32. So within this only we do have those registry related classes which can be used to write, read and delete the registry. So first, within the main method, what I do is, let me create registry key, one variable, registry key equal to, we can directly access this registry using registry.current user. I am going to modify only the current user specific data. I'm not going to edit anything. I'm going to add new and then read it. That's what I'm going to do because that's quite safer. Dot current user dot create subkey. Okay, this create subkey helps you to create a new key under a specific key. Now I am going to add a new entry under current user. Okay, so what is the name, what is the key that I'm going to change? That's nothing but within a double quotes you have to pass, I'm going to register something under software. Under this software, you can keep any name. That's up to you. Under this name only, we will be storing the key value pair. So what the name that you need, that's up to you. I just name it as learning. I'm getting error. I can avoid that using @. That's it. So now we have creating one new entry under software section of the currently logged in user. What I'm going to write within that, and that is where we have registry variable dot write set value method, and this set value method accept two things. One is nothing but key, another one is nothing but the value. What is the key? The key is nothing but learning. What I'm learning, that's nothing but C#. So this is the data that I'm storing. Now what I do is, let me close it out. Registry dot close. So you are done with that. So this is how you will be writing something to the registry. Keep in mind, here I am creating a new subkey. You are not going to create the subkey always, right? So we do have get method that helps you to find whether that is available or not. You can see, right? Open create, and then the delete. So try to get the data. If it doesn't available, then you can go ahead and create it. That's a safer way of writing the code. But for the learning purpose, I just directly go ahead and create it. Now we have created one key. Let's see how it actually works. I'm just writing something to the command terminal. Let's say the registry entry created. Entry created. Saved it. Let me press F5 from the keyboard and see how it actually behaves in the output screen. So here is a terminal output. You can see that the print statement is registry entry created. Now let me close this and get back to the registry window that I have already opened. Let me refresh first of all, because we did some changes that needs to get updated. Current user, and you can see there is an option called software. Under this software, we'll try to understand where the settings are. You can see I have learning here. That's what I created. Under software, I created learning. Within this learning, you can see I have learning key and then the C#. So this is how we will be writing something to the registry window. Now you know how to write some key to the registry. Let's learn how to read from it. What I do is, let me command this out. Completely commanded it out, including the console.write line. We are again going to write some code. Using that code, I can able to read the key that I have stored it. Just copy as it is. Okay, as it is. Except create, you have to use open. If suppose that registry is available. Okay, if the registry is available, that means it is not null. In that case, I wanted to read the data and print it in the output screen. Let's say your registry dot, we have get method. This get method helps me to get any data based on the key that I stored. What's the key? That is nothing but learning method. Learning is the key, sorry. So I can pass it like that. This will give me a string. I just save it as value. I can print the same in the output screen. I'm getting error here. I can directly convert this to string. Okay, this will avoid the error, and then I will print that specific value in the output screen. Once we're done with this, I'm just going to close the registry as it is. It is quite important to close it. Okay, always keep that in mind. Now we are done with the code related part. We have closed it. You can close this registry outside if or within if, that's up to you. That shouldn't be an issue. I just close it outside for the safer side. Now what I do, let me run the program by clicking on this run button. You can see that we got C#. Let me open the registry. You will come to know that this is the learning key. We know that this is the key and this is the value C#, and the same got printed in the console window. This is how we will be printing something in the registry, and then we will be retrieve that and print it in the output screen. Okay, if you wanted to delete, of course you can do so by having another method which is nothing but delete sub key. So what I do is, let me command this section again, copy the same line, paste it here, and then instead of open sub key, I am going to delete it. That's it. Not going to do anything apart from that. This delete key not going to return anything. That is why we are getting error. To get confirmation, I can mouse over and you can see that this delete key will delete if the key is available. Else, there's a chance that you will be getting this kind of exceptions. Okay, this is void, so I can just remove it. That's it. And then just print some console write line, registry deleted. Let me press F5 from the keyboard and see whether it could able to remove the key or not. Now you can see in the command prompt registry deleted, which means that the registry got deleted successfully. So to verify that, let me get back to the registry editor. You can see here that there is no S section called learning. We have a JetBrains, we have McAfee, but we didn't have the learning because we have deleted it out. Likewise, you can store any data into the registry and we can retrieve it, we can delete it as well. Now you have some decent understanding of what is registry, why we need it. The reason behind learning about this registry changes are, when you develop some custom application, when you do some kind of installer, we may wanted to store some data in the registry for the user specific setting or hardware related setting. That case, we will be using this registry. That's all for this video. In the upcoming video, we are going to learn more about in an advanced section. Till then, bye, take care.